by tradition.
Hold
And that
tight.
is hold tight the 3-point collectors.
Next thing, Tottenham are whipping boys for Liverpool. You lot ain't beat us in how long? So look at your face. So when I
I'm about to run.
they forget about when the council is going to take the free.
Oh, for real? When there was a little car park out front. Let's talk about sex, baby.
Let's hold
Liverpool. And as much as we can talk about Mane is a good player, Salah is a good player, they're just not the X factor, bro. Don't forget about it.
Where you way?
Oh Africa, where oh Africa,
what's the other tune?
Jamina, waka waka, jamina, let's go for Africa.
Oh, man said tears of joy.
Hey.
We did it.
Hey,
We did it.
This is a West African only live
stream.
Live
West
stream.
African live stream. If you're not West African, you're gonna have to watch it. Watch the next episode. Oh my gosh. Sadio Mane, thank you. Senegal, the Lions of Teranga, thank you. We needed this. That's their first ever AFCON, you know. No, let me intro and then we'll get into it. Obviously, you know what time it is. Stoppage Time TV. Culture Cams. Mywa. There's no FDD, as you know, because it's a West African live stream only. You get me? There was this graphic that went out.
We told him. No,
Said you're
sorry,
barred.
You're barred.
There was this graphic that went out before the final that basically said, these are the nations in Africa who they'll be supporting. And we looked at Somalia and it said Somalia was be supporting Egypt. And we thought, it's a bit of a sticky one still. Obviously, productions from Central African Republic. I think they were supporting Senegal, so he's allowed to be here.
Yeah.
We're telling me you're good. We heard that you got some stuff to say this week still. We'll get into it.
Man.
Cool.
Let's have some fun, man.
Let's have some fun. As you know, there's been a lot of stuff going on. The show is presented by Manscaped though. So before we go further, 20% off STTV. Valentine's Day is around the corner. You know what to do. Listen, we cut the best promos here. I'm not going to push it too tough because you already know the product's. You get me? So make sure you get that. But let's get into it, man.
Yeah.
Go Africa. I think first things first, before we even get into that, I want to... That's a few.
Literally, blood.
I think it's important that we uplift each other. So we're going to talk about uplifting the continent. But before we go further, I've got to uplift my brother. Video you dropped. Flipping sick, bro. Flipping
Appreciate
sick
that,
video.
bro.
Flipping sick video. And it's a perfect tangent because obviously a lot of the themes you spoke about in that. This was a really good tournament, man. This was a really, really good tournament. I mean, you look at the two sides that were going into it. You've got a side that's bidding to win their 8th title versus a side that's never won it before. That's lost, 2 finals previously. They've got a coach that missed a penalty in the AFCON final that they didn't win.
That should have been the Southgate story, but
boy, listen, this is a team that they were runners up last time. Fam, the storylines were there, but the man they couldn't pull through. This is last time it was Mane versus Mahrez. The night it was Mane versus Salah. So yet to represent for West Africa, massive. And I know we don't talk about it a lot, but winning titles and winning things and accolades helps your personal profile, persona, innit? I remember, I think I said it midweek when I did the thing with Ornstein. I was like, when Mahrez won AFCON, because of the season he had with everything, he got top 10 finish in Ballon d'Or.
Who's that?
When Mahrez won AFCON. So imagine what that can do for Mane now. If they win like a cup or something.
Yeah. Mahrez also had a decent Champions League season that year.
This sort of thing can sort of help you with the second part of the season. They've got Champions League. They've got the qualifier to get to the World Cup. I don't know, because World Cup's December, innit? I don't know whether that will fall into this sort of side of the...
I don't know how they're going to do it.
It's going to be a bit techy.
If Lewandowski's the best, they'll probably just cancel it again. You know what I mean?
But this is massive on the personal level. It's massive for them as a nation. It's massive for the continent as well, because this was a good tournament, man. Fam, you've got
can't lie,
team,
this is-
22 players, were from Egypt, playing in Egypt.
Yeah.
The goalkeeper's moving like a man possessed.
Yeah.
How many, that's like 3 penalty shootouts. He's done stuff.
There was 3 penalty shootouts.
He did the saves against Morocco.
Saved Mane's in the actual game.
Listen, man.
Bro, you know what? Yeah, even like what you're saying about like the video that I done and all that type of stuff. Bro, like, I feel like whether people want to talk about the quality or whatever, listen, as I said in the video and as I said last time we were in stoppage time, Senegal are the best ranked team in the tournament. They are 20th in the world. So of course the quality is not going to be as high. People are watching it to try and downplay it. People are watching it to be like, the quality is dead, the quality is dead. Well, the facts are there. The quality is not going to be as good as the Euros. The facts are there. So why do you keep drumming on it? But what I do like is that this was, I feel, I don't have the stats, I don't have the viewing stats, but just from a social point of view,
it felt like I've not seen anything like this
I haven't seen it, bro. The AFCON was just in 2019. Mahrez won it, but that still went kind of backdoor. This one,
felt different.
It felt like every platform, everything was trying to cover it. And whether that might have been out of pressure, because finally, like, listen, can you please show, yeah, I mean,
maybe give us 2 pundits.
Yeah, I mean, maybe since all that George Floyd and all that type of stuff, but they're trying to push this type of stuff. But at the same time, it was like, finally, you just felt like everyone was watching it. Yeah, I mean, and just actually getting
on
behind
the point
it.
you mentioned, I get the point. I see it slightly different. I don't think that it's a lack of quality. I just think that the style of football is very different. And I say that to say this, right? So, for instance, we watch Championship football, right? Championship football is a very, very different style of football to the Premier League. It's not about technicality and etc. like that. It's a very different game. We can touch on some FA Cup stuff today, but if you look at the teams that are playing each other from different leagues, Boreham Wood in non-league, it's a very different style of football.
This has actually been my best sorry, go on, finish.
Yeah, it's a very different style of football.
Non-Prem week.
Yeah, well, it's such a long time, but it's a very different style of football to what you see in the Premier League. So sometimes when it's different, people be like, it's not quality. Like, I don't even want to go into it yet, but Adama goes to Spain, different type of football. He looks like a world beater. Do you get where I'm coming from? Like, just because it's different doesn't mean that you just have to look at things differently. Like, if you love physical football, you love competitive, combative football, AFCON is the tournament for you because you just see it for 90 minutes. People are just hammering and going for it.
Everyone becomes first touch and all that merchants for the AFCON. But when their players doing it at their club, they have all these excuses as to why their player. They'll just say, "Oh, but he produces goals and assists."
This is it.
But when it's the AFCON, all of a sudden you guys want to see first touches and stuff. Make up your mind, bro, because the players that I see you rate, they ain't got that either.
Listen.
You know what I'm trying to say? But you rate them. But when it gets to the AFCON, it's low quality. Everyone's low quality. I don't know, man.
We said at the beginning, at the very beginning, I remember we sat down and we said, if you look at the players that won, I don't know who they announced. I know Gabaski won match. I don't know who they've announced as player of the tournament. So we're recording.
There's been a few. I've got him off my head. You know, I did this video, mate.
I'm saying that in terms of like the people that have won it previously, it's not the main name.
It's never the main name.
Abubakar scored 8 goals. 8 goals. Like,
hey, boy, he said his. We'll get into that.
We'll get into it. You see me the stands.
We'll get into
that. That's a good tweet. That was a good tweet.
We'll get into that. But now you're right. The winners of this tournament, have been random names.
Random guns.
To be fair, not random. Rigoberto's song. What's Donny's name? The real king of Egypt. Hamdi Hassan. Egyptians will know I'm talking about. Hassan, he's won it a few times. Lauren,
people that have won.
Lauren won it. Who
did Petropia win it for Burkina Faso when they won that?
But somebody for Burkina Faso did win it. J.J. Kochas
won it. Song won. Was it Cameroon?
Rigoberto's song.
Rigoberto's
song. So, bro, it's not been the names that you think. You walk into the tournament, you look at the thing, you would expect Drogba, Yaya, Kanu, and all these. Those names aren't the ones that are there, bro. It's just you get some like I want to say breakthrough stars, but you get guys that. Yeah, you might not see them at European level or anything, but they land in Africa. Their level goes up.
It comes to what I said before, because of the style of football that's played. It's like, this is for me.
Bro, remember you remember in Dragon Ball Z? Do you remember in Dragon Ball Z, when they went to go and find Barbady and Deborah, and they were like, Barbady, please take me to my planet. I want to fight him there. Remember? Yeah, they'll ask to go fight him in the planet. That's what some players do, but they get to Africa. They say, "Come and link me in Africa, fam."
This is mad.
It's not a European thing. Come link me in
like,
Africa.
You know when the referees were talking to Salah and that, it's like, listen, this isn't La AXA, this isn't Anfield, this is home.
Yeah, bro.
It's different here. So now I'm glad that it went well, especially if you think of like Cameroon as a nation, like that third place playoff. Not many people talk about.
Who won? Sorry, I didn't even.
They were losing 3-0.
What?
They were losing 3-0. They got to 3-3. They went to penalties.
Yeah, fix. They couldn't go for.
No, because they changed their team. No, they changed their teammates. So Bubaka came off the bench.
Oh,
time,
started bagging.
Started bugging
I
out.
didn't even see that game. I'm not gonna lie.
Bagging up, but I mean, this is a nation that, you know, they were saying that they wanted to move the tournament away from them. There was civil unrest. Of course, there was a stampede, but for them to host a tournament that went, for me, really well. Quality was there. It was advert. You know what I say? It's an advert for the beautiful game. This is an advert for African football, and now I am gassed for those qualifiers because again, we have to see Salah and Mane face each other again twice. We have to see Nigeria versus Ghana. We're seeing Ghana with Chris Hughton going, and he's going to bring all of the.
What do you think about that though?
He was going to say Congo and Morocco.
Congo. We're going to see Congo and Morocco as well. We're going to see some things where if people weren't really paying attention to African football before, they will. And my hope is that those teams can do well at a World Cup. So then the next World Cup, we'll see more African teams.
The worst thing is, like, I'm not even gonna lie, like, even the fact that you're talking about that, I feel like people are gonna go and try and watch those games because I can't remember who Nigeria beat to even get to the last World Cup. I can't remember these things. So it is nice that these are now starting to be documented. But what do you think about that? Because Yaya Toure was talking about it, touched on it briefly. Well, not briefly. He was going in. He was talking about how, you know, African teams won't win the World Cup or whatever. And Jermaine Genius said, like, why do you say that? That's kind of disheartening to kind of, and he was like, bro, the qualifying phase is, first of all, only 5 teams go, other nations have 12 or whatever it is, 7, blah, blah, blah. But it's not even only that. I think they need to find a better way of doing it because there's a potential opportunity. Look, you look at Ghana and Nigeria. Okay, Ghana are going for a transition maybe period and trying to find themselves, but those are 2 big African countries. Cool. One of them are not going to the World Cup. All right, cool. Now you got Egypt v Senegal, 2 big countries. All right,
the winners of AFCON may not go to the World Cup.
One of them are not going to the World Cup. European qualifiers is kind of set in a way to kind of ensure that every big team is there.
And if they don't, they have a full safe. This is the
playoffs. Only one, and that's usually maybe Holland don't do it, or Italy, Portugal this year. But that's like, wow, Italy drew Portugal, but that's only because Italy and Portugal were moving mad in their qualifiers. They should have topped their groups. So it's now becoming a thing where European teams can easily qualify, but African teams, no matter what, they're still gonna have to go through this playoff phase, and you're not gonna get. The facts are, you're not gonna get the 5 best African nations at the World Cup. Like you're not. It's not gonna be the case. So how are they gonna try and win it?
So basically, how it works is you get 5 teams from Africa, you get 4 teams from Asia plus 1 playoff qualifier. You get 13 from Europe. You get from CONCACAF, you get 3 plus 1 qualifier. Oceania get 1 playoff, and then South America get 4. So the bulk of it
is European. I mean, listen, I'm not here to say the World Cup format is terrible or anything like that, but I do think they need to find a way to, I know it's harsh, and some people are going to say, well, that's not fair on the little teams, little countries, but there needs to be a way to ensure that the best African teams are at the tournament. Because we're going to go into this tournament potentially without Nigeria or Ghana, without Egypt or Senegal, there was another decent one that Morocco, there's decent teams that are just not going to be at the tournament. And I just think imagine going into a tournament without England, without Italy, without Holland, without, you know, it's not going to happen.
13 European teams.
But who are the European teams that usually go? Who's the European teams?
You usually get your England, your Germany, you know.
You get the big boys.
Then you get the Poland and
Ukraine once in a while and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying that's food for thought to find out how they can maneuver that, because I'm sure maybe South American teams might say, well, we want more, and I don't know, but they need to find a way. But then again, you don't want it to be an expanded tournament. So because the only way the UEFA and what FIFA would look at it and just be like, all right, cool, let's expand it to 42 teams or some shit.
Let's do it every 2 years, which is what they're talking about, and then more teams will get the opportunity to prove. And it's like, it's techie. I get what you're saying.
You get what I'm saying, though?
It's something they need to work out for sure. So what would you say is your one of your highlights of this tournament?
Highlight of the tournament? Whew.
Big question, but
Do you know what? Yeah, there's been funny moments, but I'm gonna say the highlight of the tournament, obviously on a personal note, was beating Egypt. It was beating Egypt. Dumping on Salah was lovely. Salah, getting locked up by a Kong and that. Personally, that was great for me.
Yeah.
But I mean, overall, I just think it's just overall the fact that the tournament's the love that the tournament's been getting and stuff. You still get the haters, obviously. Yeah. And even when I dropped my thing when 360 put it on their thing, you get people. I'm like, I saw the same people when 360 made a little bit of a negative comments about the referee. I saw them saying, stand up for blacks or whatever. Then I dropped my video and then they're like, the tournament's just dead. I'm like, oh shit, you guys are just crazy, bro. Honestly. But whatever.
I hear it. I think.
What about you?
My highlight has to be, I can't lie, I don't know why I found that so funny. That whole Mane thing, that is hilarious. The penalty thing.
Oh,
that
final.
That is hilarious. I don't know why I find it so funny, but that is, for Salah, that's, you know, there's a difference between, when it's like crunch time, it's like you have to do anything to win. For man to go, listen, I work with him all the time, he's going here. The Mane said, no, I'm going here. And then to miss, but then to come and then score the winning penalty, because that's how he takes his penalty, isn't it? That last penalty, that's redemption. That is a proper redemption story, as in, like, you know what? And it's the fact that he
lashed it. He lashed
properly.
It. He said, Salah, you're not
taking your penalty.
Fifth,
exactly.
You're getting
and
this.
that's why it's even funny. That's why it's even crazy as well, because it's like Salah didn't get to take his penalty. This is, you know, king of Egypt, and you know, a lot of people have. I think one of the things in this tournament
Hassan's the king of Egypt.
Yeah, people have done this narrative where it's like the big player is the king of their team or the thing and whatnot, and it's like, no. The Egypt's player of the tournament was their goalkeeper. Gabaski was their player of the tournament. Yeah, he's what, the 23-year-old. Yeah. He's done his thing. And like, don't get me wrong, I'm sad that Salah didn't get to take his penalty, but that was a moment where Mane said, listen, you've had all the shine. They tried to say I'm inferior. No, I'm going to do what needs to be done. And for me, I'm just happy for him, man, because imagine using back-to-back finals and it's like, oh, you are... When it comes to African football as well, like, and African footballers, I had this conversation recently. I was talking about Eto'o, right? And what Eto'o did for African football. And people always used to say that, oh, he's selfish, he's this and that. It's like, by doing so, you don't know how you're impacting the generations after you. That is their first AFCON win. The only thing that compares this with Senegal was the 2002 Turkey quarterfinal where they lost. They got to the quarterfinal World Cup. No, yeah, that was their moment. But after that, they lost. After that, they lost to Turkey in the quarterfinal. Like they got to the quarterfinal of the World Cup. That has been their thing. 2002, 20 years on, they have finally won something. That's beautiful, man.
Nah, that is nice. And the thing is, the reason why I'm happy for Mane as well, before we get into Egypt and set man, we flipping Mane winning that. The reason why I'm happy for him, not only for the stuff that you said as well, but also let's think about. He's been at the tournament. Luis Diaz signs for Liverpool. Everyone's starting to do teams without Mane in the team. Yeah. This is Mane's replacement. This is this. Bro, he said, hold that. You know what I mean? He said, hold that, and he's going to come. I genuinely think, let's see. But I think he's going to have a strong end to the season. Watch. I think he's going to come, whether he lost or whether he won, I just think he's going to come with a chip on his shoulder. And now he's got a weight off the shoulder. But I think he's going to, bro, everyone sees that. As much as we say players don't see things, he will see that Luis Diaz, everyone's talking about him replacing him. I think he's going to end the season strong.
Yeah, no, I would agree with that sentiment as well, because ultimately, like, players have ego, man. Like, there's no way in his mind he wouldn't know that people always say that he's second fiddle.
Let's be honest. If you're a big dog, he would think he's better than Salah. He would think he is a better player than Salah. Why is everyone else
talking about him? Like,
but like, it's just the real, bro. You would think you're better than Salah. Like, bro, when LeBron got to flipping Miami, Dwayne Wade still felt he was the best player at a point. He said only after the first year, he was like, okay, I'm going to defer to this Donny.
And so at a certain extent, when you think it, you'll know that you have to prove it. And when you're on the same team, the only way you can prove it is by outperforming. But when you have the opportunity to go one-on-one, the real occasion, you have to take it. And in this tournament, if we compare, because remember, you said that you want to speak to him. If we compare tournaments, Sadio Mane blew Mo Salah out of the water. Sadio Mane at times carried his team. Sadio Mane at times showed individual class. Sadio Mane literally did what he had to do.
There was more moments. I wouldn't say Mane was like unreal.
No, but I'm saying there was moments of this tournament where Sadio Mane literally said, you know what? I have to do it. Not you guys. I know you guys look at me. I have to do it. I have to do it. And he did.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Though, I was saying to production before, like he showed more moments in my opinion, of like, okay, I can see why you play for Liverpool. I can see. Do you know what I mean? I can see
That's
it.
a low blow.
Do you know what I mean? I can see why you play for Liverpool. Like I saw that. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Like even if I was average, just a casual viewer, I'll be like, this guy looks like the best player on the pitch. Or this guy looks like, I could see that.
Yeah.
On the other side of the pitch, with Mo Salah, listen, all tournament. Yeah, the media were trying to push like Salah's doing a madness. Yeah, when Salah scored the penalty in the penalty shootout, what was it? Who was it against? Ivory Coast? Was it Ivory Coast? Anyway, it was Ivory Coast. When they beat them on the penalty shootout, the media was saying it just had to be Mo Salah. I'm like, yeah, because he decided he wants to take the 5th penalty. Who else is it gonna be? They're acting like he scored a last minute volley. Yeah, what do you mean it had to be him? Yeah, because he asked, I'm going to take the 5th penalty. If he took the first one, it would have been Mohamed Al Monum that would have had it in the 5th one. What do you mean, bro? It had to be him. It doesn't make sense. Yeah. So all tournament, there was breading. They were getting ready to crown him as the best player of the tournament, despite only scoring 2 goals in nearly 800 minutes, because they went to extra time nearly every single game. He still didn't do anything. You know what I'm saying? It's about 2 goals in about 800 minutes. Poor all tournament, bro. If they had won that would have been the definition of cheating the game. Cheating the game.
They would have worse than Portugal. 4 goals scored.
Four goals scored. If Egypt won that tournament, that would have been the worst tournament win I've ever seen. Bigger than Egypt, bigger than Portugal. I know Portugal finished 3rd, but they still had to get through some tough. They had to get through a very good Wales team when Bale was buoyed. They had to get through. There was moments where Cristiano Ronaldo showed the hungry flick. There was moments where he showed even the header against Wales. There was moments where I'm like, okay, fair enough. Okay, cool. Yeah, I mean, and at the end of the day, they still won in open play against France. It was France who the tournament phase in France's turf. So let's not remember. So I'm going to give Portugal their credit there. Greece, listen, 2004 was a magical year, man. Portugal won the Champions League. I don't know. Greece nicked it, but that's a great underdog story. Egypt, you're trying to win a tournament of 3 penalty shootouts in 4 games.
Negative to win the 8th title, you know.
To win the 8th title. For me, this is everything I say, and it's funny. Is that in this stoppage time, yeah? Is that X Factor thing on this season, or was it last season?
No, it was last year.
It was last year. Bro, you see why I say tendencies? Yeah, you can do the odd moment against City and that was nice. I'll give you your credit. But you see why I can never say Mo Salah is a full-blown X Factor player that I want to go to a football ground and watch. I don't, because little things like this, they were ready to say that he's dragging. I was getting Mo Salah, he's dragging. When I was saying I want some ISO play, they were saying he's dragging, but no, he wasn't. And this is what I mean when I say system players. Because he was at this tournament and he looked bang average, bro. Bang average. Couldn't elevate, couldn't lift this team, in my opinion. Yes, he got that assist in that game. Ran past their player, like just took it to the side and knocked it across. That was the only moment of quality I saw in the whole tournament from Mo Salah.
Do you know why it's crazy? Do you know why it's crazy as well, yeah? Do you know why it's crazy? Because
did you see the first touch there? Yeah. Come on, man. Let's say this is why I talk about. Sorry, mate. But this is why when I talk about superstar football players, superstar, you can have the goals, you can have the assists, you can do all that. But when I talk about who I like to watch and who I think is superstar players, I can't hear it for Mo Salah. I think Mo Salah is fantastic in what he does, and I give him his massive credit. When you're a specialist in certain things, I'll give you respect. I will never start dissing his finishing or anything like that. I respect you as a goal scorer. Nothing more than a goal scorer. That's it.
It's mad because when
it's
the groups,
not. Is he Hazard?
When the group stages were going on,
is he then
the
Bale?
2 people that had the allegations.
That's what I grew up on. I grew up on Bale. I grew up on Di Maria. I grew up on Neymar. I grew up on Hazard. All these ballers, bro. Like even Alexis Sanchez and them, man.
You grew
there.
up on like Ronaldinho.
Yeah, Ronaldinho, Zidane. I grew up on these, man.
You grew up on Hazard.
Yeah, but you get what I'm saying. This is who I've watched. This is who I watch.
Yourself sound like some
younger. Yeah. But you get what I'm saying. This is what I saw. Rivaldo. All these type of players. Figo. This is what I saw. This is what I'm saying. And man are trying to force Mo Salah down my throat. And it's mad because I'm the one that was propping Salah a lot. Salah a lot, but once the fans they took it too far, and that's why I'm just having to be like, just chill. I want to say is
international football. Yeah, when it comes to your big stars have to, for me personally, you have to be able to break out of the mold and give moments like this tournament. The two people that had allegations were Mahrez and Salah, which was fair enough. The last AFCON, was it not Mahrez that banged the free kick that knocked us out in the last minute? Mahrez was going blind in that tournament because it was like, listen, I've got to put the team on my back. Mane didn't have loads of moments, but I can count the moments. He probably had 4 or 5 moments in this tournament where he was dribbling past people. He was like, I'm going to do it. And that's the difference, especially if people want to say that the talent level of AFCON is lower, the players that have the talent have to supersede that and be that example. And that's why the whole narrative about, Salah is the king of Egypt. He's supposed to be the king of Egypt because he plays in the UK, plays Liverpool, is supposed to be best player in the world. You then have to show that when you're with not average players, but when you're with players that are supposed to be less than you. I shouldn't be looking at everyone else and going that person's better than you. Do you get where I'm coming from? And that's what all of the greats typically have done to a certain extent. If you look at most people and you say that they're great footballers in general, when they go to the national team, Neymar, when he goes to his national team, it's like, oh my gosh, look at him. Name all of the Hazard. Name all of the big special players. When they go to the national team, you know that, okay, you know what? These guys are washing his feet because he's the guy. And Salah didn't...
listen, Salah's record for Egypt is good.
It's impressive, but I'm saying at this tournament,
he's got a good record. But
and he knows he needs to do it this tournament.
He knows, bruv. You're walking into the tournament undoubtedly one of the best players, as the best player in the tournament. You've got to live up to that. Yo, I still think about even now to this day, I still remember when Ronaldinho went to the 2006 World Cup and he was poor. And I was like
heartbroken, isn't it?
What?
It's like, why? Like,
I was like, this is what?
You're the guy. What's happened to you?
Like, this isn't right, bro. This isn't right. And that's how it is with Mo Salah, bro. He went to this tournament and he stunk it up, and then they would have tried to cover it and ignore it. And that's everything. This is why I say this is everything wrong with today's football. Because it would have been, what would have happened is time would have passed. We would have only just seen pictures of Salah with the AFCON, blah, blah, blah. And then when the Ballon d'Or thing comes, they'll start listing check boxes. Yeah. Did he win the AFCON?
Yeah.
Yep. Has he got 40 goals and assists?
Yeah.
Yep. Has he...
Tick, yep.
Did we watch? Yeah, but that box ain't ticked. You know what I'm trying to say? So this is everything. That's for me. That's what's everything that's wrong with it, man. The same. Look at Messi in the 2014 World Cup. No impact in the whole knockout stage. Golden ball. He got the golden ball. It's just bias, man. It's just.
Do we know who won?
You know what I mean?
Do we know who won Player of the Tournament? Has that been announced yet? So
I bet they would have given it. I bet they would have probably given it to. I bet they would have probably given it to Mane.
Oh wow!
Who won it?
Mane, yeah. Mane got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Are you sure?
Yeah. Say Saudi Mane, AFCON champion, player of the tournament. He's been named player of the tournament. Yeah,
okay.
Should have been a Abubakar, man. That's the first time since someone scored more than 5 goals in like.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they should have given it to him, but it's just because he was a bit average against Egypt. Yeah, I mean, in that big moment. Yeah. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Do you want to get into that? Because I know you wanted to.
I mean, bro, I was in.
Quickly before you move on, when you said about moments of the tournament, I think you men are sleeping on Comoros. I think they had the moment of the tournament.
Oh yeah, no, 100% I hear it, but Sierra Leone had moments.
Jumping on Ghana.
Yeah. No keeper, yeah.
I think they scored a banger.
Yeah. Donny slapped it.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one as well.
These nations are building up, man. Yeah. Like it's good.
Abubakar. Anyway, justice for Abubakar, because when they went out of the tournament, what's his name?
Abubakar.
Yeah,
Abubakar.
Fucking hell.
Yeah.
What? What's his name?
Abubakar.
Abubakar.
Yeah.
Vincent hype, you know. Yeah, Vinny, yeah. Abubakar, but for Abubakar, yeah, bro. When what he said, yeah, and what I like that he said it, yeah. And then when they went out,
animated this one.
Yeah, bro. And then when they went out, all the fans were onto him.
Yeah.
Go, what are they saying? Your 15 minutes of fame is up.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah. Justice for him, man, because he's right. He's right. Never be afraid to speak your mind, bro. These people will try and drown you out, bro. Speak your mind, fam.
I love the fact he went and said, listen, I need to see it happen in blood. I need money to avenge me. But we mentioned at the top that this was probably one of the best non-Premier League weekends in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Massive part of that was FA Cup. A lot of people think the FA Cup magic's dying. I love the FA Cup. I just love seeing randomness.
Yeah.
This week, good week. Bournemouth beat Bournemouth. And like anyone that knows, if you're from South and you've not trained at Bournemouth, played with Bournemouth, been anywhere near Bournemouth, gone to their college for an open day, you're not from South. Everyone has been on that train.
I think everyone from South at least has one of them training.
One of them training. Everyone knows who Luke is. Yeah. Everyone knows who this club is. So for them to do that, it's like, fam, the guy that scored, apparently he's 37. He's like a part-time like gym instructor or something, PT. Yeah, rickets, flipping. He had to have injections. He need to play, and they played ball. They were playing with what, wing backs. They did a thing. This is like, last season was the first time they got to the 3rd round. They're now in the 5th round going to play Everton. You gotta love the cup, man. You got teams like Nottingham Forest dumping on Brendan Rodgers as Leicester's, Steve Coppell, good manager, slapping it, playing good football.
They need a round of applause though. Bournemouth.
Yeah, no, of course, man.
Last 16.
Fam.
That is amazing,
non-league, you know. I speak to him, he said, listen, I don't care about Everton. The next game's Wrexham. I said, yeah. You man don't understand. Non-league.
And you see the story, bro, from that. Did you see the story of that?
The Ian Wright thing.
Yeah, bro, that Clifton youth, man. Yeah. That's an amazing story. And do you know what? It's even mad. You got Clifton there, and you got now Ranger there. Madness. 2 guys who have had some crazy stories, bro. That man have sat in the cells while being football players in the same change room to now be in the last 16 of the FA Cup Everton. After obviously going through, like, obviously some people have gone to jail and come out or whatever, but the fact that, bro, man was sitting on their couch, you know what I'm trying to say, to now actually be in the last, this is why I like the FA Cup though. And even though it's kind of might be passion merchant or whatever, but it's, remember we were speaking about the magic of the FA Cup thing. I love that, bro. Like the early rounds of the FA Cup, I always enjoy, even though teams put out their weaker team maybe and stuff. I love the early rounds because you get to see these moments. You get to see, when do you get to hear stories like the one that Ian Wright did with with Clifton? You don't get that stuff, man. Nowhere else in the world. It's just in the FA Cup. You get these type of stories. The reason why
it's so mad as well is because for me, it represents what football in this country is anyway. Like a lot of these man represent them that are. I remember, was it United? Was it Havant and Waterlooville you man faced like a few years ago?
I think that was Liverpool.
And there was that bin men and all this type of stuff.
They scored at Anfield, no?
Yeah.
They scored at Anfield.
So it's like these are the moments that, and then at the same time you got Dons, like 90 million Dons stinking up against Plymouth, bruv. I'm pissed off, bruv. Fam, the case is building. I can't lie. Chelsea fans, we're gonna assess Lukaku. The case is building. Plymouth.
I was gonna say, listen.
Plymouth.
I won't say too much.
Do you know where Plymouth is?
I won't say too much.
Didn't my man play for Plymouth? Balassi. Plymouth.
Yeah, no, who's that?
Yeah, Plymouth.
Yeah, oh shit.
That Plymouth. Nah, man, I'm getting pissed off. Anyway, Kidderminster done their thing. Yeah. You know what?
Bro, Middlesbrough done their thing. Boy. Middlesbrough, Kidderminster, Plymouth, Bournemouth.
Yeah.
Bro, bare teams were actually doing bits. Yeah. Fulham nicked a goal first against Man City. Bro, it was a very, very good FA Cup round, bro.
Can I ask you that question?
Go on.
When I was watching it, I was thinking, do you think that 2-week break killed all the Premier League teams? Because I was thinking, you lot are looking rusty.
I wouldn't say it.
They were in Dubai with bad bitches.
Killed, because my thing is at the end of the day, like that whole winter break thing is supposed to be, they're under so much stress and everything. I just think the conditioning in other leagues is different. Championship, you're playing games two times a week. The conditioning is different. So like I expect those teams to be intense, but Premier League teams should be able to do what they need to do. Like it's not an excuse. You went away for a week. I saw some people training and some people saying fuck their clubs, innit? So at the end of the day, that's on them. Like they didn't kill them. That's on them. You should be up for those games. FA Cup should be one of those things where I remember, in fact, funny. Even Ian Wright was saying like it was one of those things.
I got a FA Cup win to my name. Just to remind you guys, every season I'm gonna do it. I got a FA Cup win to my name.
Ian Wright was saying that when it was
Stop green.
Ian Wright was saying when it's FA Cup, your whole thing was if you're going to like a team that's not in your league or anything, you're going there and you're performing in a way that the fans go, wow, yeah, he's different. That's what you're supposed to. You're not supposed to go, it's some non-league team. You're supposed to go there and smack them. So they go, oh, you know what? Oh, I can see why it's Ian Wright or something like that. But a lot of these guys don't get it. They just go thinking.
You could even say Notts Forest. Notts Forest.
Yeah. No, I mentioned Forest. Yeah, they dumped on what the holders. So the most successful team in FA Cup history, they dumped out. Then they dumped out the holders back to back. Premier League teams safe. Steve Coppell, good manager.
Old school Steve Coppell. I remember from Reading days.
Trying his thing.
Premier League heritage right there still.
But no, good weekend. You said attacking. Should we get into attacking fullback watch?
I mean, bro, I think we should even still continue even on like you. I know you wanted to talk about Leicester because obviously.
Yeah, listen. I feel like within the Premier League, right? I feel like we're in a place where we always said that the sort of top six is like the top six, and because there's been so much investment around the teams around. I feel like judging a team's success now is difficult because it's like, what's the like Lampard going to Everton? People will be like, will he be successful? What is success for Everton? Is it getting European football? Is it being better than teams that have invested around them? I feel like with Leicester, they invested in training ground, well-run club, 2 5th-place finishes. But the way I see it is, their players have seemed to treat it as like a stepping stone club, as in I can get another move, I can move away. The manager's in a situation where he looks like he's been trying to get a better job for a long time now. And now, after a while, I remember at the beginning of the season, I said, it looks like it's gone stale. And I feel like this could be a season where, because of everything else going around, they'll just slip. They're 10th at the moment now. They got dumped out of the, conference or Europa League itself? Which one of the one they had? They got dumped out of Europa. They're getting dumped 4-1 by East Midlands rivals at that. Getting dumped out. Their players are not performing. Like this, it looks scary because all it takes in the Premier League is one bad season of not being great. Then you're trying to play catch up with everyone else. And now you've got the actual fans are saying, you know what, I think Rodgers is out of it. They've only won 5 in the last 17. They've conceded like 30 something in the last maybe 19 games or something. They are in a bad way. And if the Premier League, all it takes is one little stint and then someone like a Villa with Gerrard, gets going, then they replace you that bit.
The question is if Brendan Rodgers is gonna get sacked? Are they going to give him the credit for what he's done in the last few years?
The 2 5th
Because, bro, let's be honest, football's reactionary now.
Yeah.
We live in a reactionary time for everything. They might just be like, what? Like, we still got Madders, we still got Dakar, we got a decent side here. Like, why is he doing this? Let's get Graham Potter or something and let's see what we can do. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
that's how the game goes,
really
isn't it?
comes because he, in his press conference today, he said, a lot of players, maybe they've reached their ceiling here. Like, it's so basically saying guys are going this summer. Yeah. So, but when you start talking, that's peak Jose talk. When that's when Jose's ready. That's when Jose's that I'm out here. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Disciple
yeah.
As well.
So when you look at it, it's starting to question that. But when I look at it, is that I still see him as a success at Leicester. A lot of times, I was speaking to somebody, right, and they were saying like Leicester capitalized on when everyone was poor or whatever. But we say this every year, bro.
And they're still forgetting.
When Leicester won the league, we said everyone was poor. When Pochettino and Spurs were doing their thing, we said all the rest were poor. When Man United finished second, all the rest are poor. Every single season, the one thing about these teams in the Premier League is that they can easily drop off.
Yeah.
West Ham, if they maybe had just about 2 more pieces, they would have probably solidly got this top 4 this year, bro. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So I don't think we can start saying the reason why Leicester have done well in the last few years is because Arsenal were poor, because United are poor. Everyone's like this every single year.
Very well, but I'm gonna ask
and
both
winning
of
an FA Cup.
Exactly, but I'm gonna ask both your question. From a manager's perspective, right? Imagine you're a manager of a team. You have this quote unquote projects going on. Do you, as individuals, when it comes to where it gets stale or plateau, do you walk? Plateau. Sorry, thank you. Do you walk? Yeah. Do you walk?
Plateau.
Or do you wait to get pushed out?
Go and say it again. Sorry.
Do you walk or do you wait to get pushed out? Because I feel like they're at that stage where it's gone stale.
Nah, I wouldn't say you walk. I think Brendan Rodgers is in the position where he's probably going to be looking at the board and saying, "Do you trust me with a rebuild?" Or not even a rebuild. Do you trust me to get myself out of this?
Yeah.
Exactly. Because look, it's the first year they've been poor.
Yeah.
But the only thing that Leicester might see it as is just be like, like we got Europe, and this is what you've done. You got dumped out Europe, and so they could see it like maybe you've reached your ceiling as well. But I think he'll be looking at the board and being like, look, are you guys going to trust me to keep going, give more money, to try and recruit? Because at the end of the day, it's a money game. At the end of the day, he's done well, in my opinion. So I think you wouldn't walk away because, one, I don't think they're in necessary turmoil.
So I'm not talking about just specifically him. Like, for instance, let's talk about the Ole situation, right? Where it's like, you're in a situation, you look at it and it's like, things are not going to get better underneath me. I'm not because not every manager's out of their depth, but I'm at a place where I've taken it as far as I can go. Do you wait for the board? Like, it's almost that thing about
it's harsh because at the end of the day,
money in
people,
it. When there's money, you get payoff. So
payoffs
obviously,
and stuff.
It's a dumb question.
And
Everyone's waiting.
Everyone's gonna want that couple mil when you leave.
Talk.
But it's not even only that. Like, there's different scenarios. Brendan Rodgers is at the right level in terms of Leicester's not above him. Man United were above Ollie, so it's a little bit, and the club ties and all this type of stuff. But Rodgers shouldn't panic, in my opinion. They should just take it how it is. It's been a bad season. Let's still get top 10. Yeah, it was an L this year. 9th, 10th. We go again next year. No Europe. Let's see what we can do. Try and rattle cages.
It's getting hard in the Premier League, man. Literally, like, you look at like what Villa are trying to do. You look at sort of a Brighton and think, if they got investment right, what could they do? There's so many of these small teams that they do these little one thing here. Look at Wolves. They're just, just there. And it's like, what are they all trying to achieve? They're all trying to break that sixth wall, but they all have to battle each other to get there first. So you can't actually afford to slip off in the Premier League.
The thing is, it's doable, man. The Premier League's not as set as it used to be, where every year you knew United, Arsenal, Chelsea, Liverpool are going to be top 4. They're going to be the standard bearers of the league, and the rest of you guys try a thing. So the aim, so the aim for Everton. Okay, Everton were always kind of trying to be that team, but let's say, for example, the aim for Blackburn, sometimes they were coming through, and a couple of teams, Aston Villa even. The aim for them was literally, aim for them every season was, if we can get Europa, what a year. The difference is now, Man United could be 9th, Arsenal could be 9th. It doesn't even, so now Aston Villa, Leicester, Wolves are like, hold on. Can we be a top 4 team? That's the difference now. Back
and
then,
that's why everyone's investing.
That's why everyone is now just scattered. You don't know what to expect anymore, because the drop-offs from United, the Arsenal, the Spurs, it's massive. That teams are like, boy, they're gassed.
And what you're saying as well, on what you're saying, let's just stay into Villa, for example. Those teams will think, you know what? If we invest now, if we get that one finish, that one top 5 finish, that's amazing. Like West Ham will probably think, you know what? If we get this changes everything. They should have never been in that situation from nearly getting relegated. Do you get where I'm coming from? The league is so crazy.
And now they're going into press conferences. Declan Rice and that are talking about like, disappointing not to be in the top 4. It's like, do you know how mad that is? That we're disappointed not to be in the top 4. Like
changed,
everything is just scattered now. Like because when you look at teams like Aston Villa, they'll go against Man United and be the better team. They'll go against these teams and be the better team. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, how often did you used to get that back then? Because you had them 4 that were just whatever. So some people might say this is more competitive, this is better. I don't really know. Because all that I see is top teams that are just bang average.
So for me, I always said that if the quality is reduced, the competitiveness increases because everyone's like close to each other. But here we're saying when there's not top quality, then you think it's not.
Yeah, because I would understand it if, like, let's say United were unreal, but hold on, Aston Villa are running you close. So then I'll be like, wow, like you remember Aston Villa with young Gareth Barry and all them man there. I was like, whoa, because this is
Martin O'Neill in it.
Yeah, this is the trip. This is the 3-peat United that you're stressing and stuff. But when I'm looking at this United and I'm seeing like let's say a Villa beat them and everyone's like, Prem is so competitive. I'm like, but Man United just bang average.
I just wait, hold on, you man are about to go 5 years without a trophy in it.
Don't say you, man. I don't support Man United.
You know what? There's a topic I wanted to get into, production. You're gonna have to, chip in here as well. So
but
the question is,
it's about to be 6 years.
Has Xavi succumbed to PMP? Has he admitted that tiki taka is no longer the way to go in modern football?
I mean, I don't know. You see with pace and power. Yeah, the thing about this pace and power thing, it can get you out of
anything.
Wait, pace and power can
might not be a long-term strategy. But it can get you.
It can get you results. It can get you out of things. Like even when we talk about, it keeps going back to like United, but with United's team, for example, there was a lot of like PMP and whatever. Like that's why you look at someone like, let's say, a Rashford. He might be able to do bits in a system that might be a bit dead, it's not free flowing system, because his just physical abilities is very high. So you can get through these things, and I think that's the case of Alba and Adamar and that kind of way. Like these type of players can get you through kind of anything. If he's trying to build a team right now that's gonna be nice playing football, it's gonna be a process where it's like results might not come. You're gonna struggle, but these guys, they'll get you through these games, bro. They'll get you through Atletico Madrid like they did today. They'll get you through these things, bro. I don't think, I'm surprised. I tweeted that time. I said, this is not the vision. This is not This is not what I thought.
This wasn't on his manifesto.
This
when
is
he came
not
back.
what I thought Xavi's vision of football is, because all he's done while he's been in Qatar is spend time dissing
Coaching.
PMP players
and coaching and being like, oh,
Mbappe.
intricate passing, this and that.
But he said Mbappe is just physical capabilities.
yeah.
I think he said the same thing about Pogba. Said the same. I think it might have even been Mane. He said something about they're not really got like ability. They're pay. And I
when he
said,
came back,
he said, oh yeah, he dissed Aubameyang as well, innit?
He came back. He saw.
Really good in open space.
This is what I'm saying.
He came back. He saw the league. He said, "Rah." You know when like an older goes bin, they come back. It's like, "Rah, what? Everything's changed. What?
Hey.
There's no more bendy bus and that." Fam, he looked at the ends. He said, "Rah, what? Tiki takas or what? Hey, you man, come."
Literally. So I don't really know. Maybe, but to be fair, Barcelona are wheeling dealing, bro. They're trying to find any deal. They're trying to do it anyway. They're looking at any way of trying to get results at the moment. So can we say this is Xavi's vision for Barcelona? I'm not sure, because, and I'll be honest, like, Barca fans won't accept that for too long, you know? Like, yeah, Ademar is a stopgap. Aubameyang is a stopgap. These guys are stopgaps. Barcelona will not accept seeing road runners at their club, bro. They have now been positioned in a way where it's either maximum quality, like the MSN, and yeah, they had Rakitic and stuff who wasn't a Xavi, but there was maximum quality there, or it's the Pep way now. They're not going to go back to the days of Van Bommel, Olivier, Ed Milson, and Van Bronckhorst and all that. They're not doing that no more. They're not going to see it.
I love Van Bronckhorst.
Nah, but you know what I'm trying to say.
I know what you're saying, but I love Van Bronckhorst.
Remember them days?
But the reason why,
Bro,
it's
Ambrosini and that. Remember them days, fam?
The reason why
they're not going to do that no more.
It's funny though, is because when you think of like Barcelona and that aspect, right? Look at where they're coming from. Would you take Adama and Aubameyang over Luke Young?
Who?
Luke Young.
Luke de Jong.
Yeah, you would.
Luke
you
Young,
would in
that old Charlton right back, old school.
You would.
Old school, yeah. Luke Young,
you would
decent
in a
little
heartbeat.
stalwart.
You would in a heartbeat, because it's like, listen, like this guy, what's all of this? I'd rather take, the PMP with a bit of flair than the standard box. So yeah, I mean.
Yeah,
let's see how long it takes them.
Aubameyang's way better than Luke de Jong.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So let's see how long it takes them before they get
to the transition. Yeah,
but let's go.
We'll
attacking fullbacks, and then we'll go into champ and duds.
It's the week. It's the week of
Talk to
attacking
us.
fullbacks. Again, every week, every couple weeks,
Let's talk
we
about
have
the
a
stand-up.
prominent. We have a prominent.
Now we
week.
have champ and dud. I think because it's part of the modern game now, we should have an AFB of the week.
AF. It's AF only, mate. Don't have the It's AF only. No B.
Who's the AF of the week?
Ooh, it's a tough one. Ooh, Alba's got a goal, assist, and a red. The red kind of Alba's volley. Ooh. Alonso popping up when Chelsea fans diss him every week, try and make him scapegoat every single week. Aspie coming with flick. If it was a header, I wouldn't have. But a flick, added some flair to his game. You know what? But I'm gonna give it to Jed Spence.
Yeah, the good.
Nottingham Forest. He was balling all game, bro. I'll be honest. I'm not well versed on him in particular.
He's on loan from Middlesbrough.
Bro, he was balling. I was like, who the hell is this guy? Yeah. Then I went on his on Google and I saw he's a right back, and I was like, yo, this guy's doing it because I think he was playing on a wing. I think it was a winger.
He was playing right
Fam,
back,
massive credit, and to that goal, bro, outside the foot slot. Yeah. So for me, Jed Spence is the AF of the week. You know what I mean? Fantastic. I'm proud of him. But listen,
I'm proud of him.
We're proud of him. You got Trent assist, Alba goal, Dani Alves goal and assist, Alonso goal, Aspie goal,
Cooking.
Jed Spence.
I said cooking.
Come on, we're eating well, man. We're eating very well this week, bro.
Very
Very well.
Do you want to go into? In fact, you know what? I'll tie it into champs and duds.
I'll be honest. We have to go into Man United, bro. United lost.
Duds,
Okay, cool. They need to hold some smoke.
Yeah. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, bro. What do you think about it?
I'm not surprised.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
it. I know, but you know, we got a duty to our viewers. We got a duty to our viewers.
The thing is, for me, the reason why it's annoying is because it's content to use against Ralph with all the Ernest the Young and Deloitte jokes, but it's not even him. I just look at United. I'm like,
that's what I've been saying to people.
I think that episode we did the HP, everyone should go back and listen to it and just take it in, because United just have to accept where they are at the moment. You just have to accept that United are not a good footballing institution.
Facts.
You're gonna see poor football. Your so-called stars are not gonna perform well. if you get good results, you're gonna get them by random performances by McTominay sort of doing Braveheart. And Elanga, when Elanga was doing his thing like that, United are just in a space where you have to hold that. You have to hold it. You have to firm it. Everyone's been through it. Chelsea go through it for like one season. Arsenal went through it. Liverpool win the wilderness return. Who?
Arsenal are going. They ain't out of it.
No, but Arsenal, no, they've got some optimism right now.
Bro, you wouldn't think it, bro. Their fans. You wouldn't think it with their fans, bro. They were having serious meltdown on deadline day.
No, but they have meltdown. They flicker for everything. It will take a win, and they're like, "Oh my god, top 4." And their whole thing is they compare themselves to other clubs. It's like, at least we're not where we United. So Arsenal's always a weird barometer, but United are gonna have to hold that for a few seasons. It's not gonna be a quick fix.
They have to, bro. I said, and I say it again. United better get ready for that Jay Spearing Liverpool days. Voronin, Konchesky, Joe Cole when he was like 33. They have to go through. They're gonna go through that. Aquilani, you remember that phase? They're gonna go through that, man. Yeah, bro. You know what it is? Yeah, with Man United. Like, to be fair to United in this instance,
Aspas.
Yeah, nah, that was when they were getting a bit better actually.
But it was still it wasn't good for them.
But you know what it is? Yeah, like United. Yeah, it's in this game. I'll allow them a little bit because they should have won. Bruno missing open goals, Ronaldo missing penalties, Rashford missing, Sancho missing. Everyone was just missing. So I wouldn't go into it that much, but it's just typical for United to not get through that game. Any sign of adversity, United never get through it. That club,
you guys
finished.
did get bumps, though. I can't lie.
Bro, don't say you guys. That club is. I'm not part of that cult, fam. They're a cult. That fan base is a cult.
That handball. They need to stop changing the rules like this.
I think it was a goal. Why not? Why not?
That's the funniest goal.
No, but it's in the rules, isn't it? It's in the rules.
That's what I'm saying. They've changed the rules. That's what I'm saying. It's funny.
But I remember there was a few goals last season, which when the rules were the ones before, I was like, oh, that should have been a goal. So this one,
but this rule was technical.
Do you know why?
Because if he had scored, it wouldn't have been a goal. Because he squared it. It's like he knew. It's like he knew the glitch.
They should just simply, if it's accidental,
just leave it.
Play on. All of this other stuff, that thing that you just said, like if he had scored, it wouldn't have been. That's ridiculous. If it's accidental, just play on, bro. Because at the end of it was accidental. I get it because it was a bit of a distance where the ball was. But at the same time,
he didn't do it deliberately.
Duncan Watman did not mean to do that, bro. It hit his hand and whatever. If it's accidental, you play. You can't move your hands,
but it's
bro.
Just, the reason why, like, it's just typical United because the Middlesbrough, when you saw them celebrate, it's like, this is so shameful. You guys saw what happened in the handball.
Yeah, I was laughing, bro.
They knew. They actually knew that, listen, this is going to count.
Rules are rules, bruv.
And do you know how much that will rattle United? The United players must have been...
Yeah, but only United can hold that, bro. Only, bro. Honestly, bro. Only United can feel. They can't be talking about no rule book. Don't talk about nothing. You guys had 120 minutes. Was it? It went penalties. 120 minutes to beat Middlesbrough at home, and you couldn't do it, bro. I'm telling you, and that club is
120 minutes in the stadium, and you can't buy food as well.
Come on, man. That's dud of the week right there, bro. Man United in totality.
United are definitely up there for dud of the week. I would also have people that were trying to profit off of racial abuse as dud of the weeks as well.
Bro.
Like,
bro.
All of this stuff, like, I get people upset that stuff's happening, but I don't know how many times you have to repeat it. People are looking for attention. If you're giving them attention, you're giving them what they want. Stop taking screenshots and being, oh my God, I can't believe this is happening again. You're part of the problem. We're making people shit.
It's not even only that. That's after the abuse has been done. It's the, oh damn, Elanga stepping up. If he misses, he's about to get... Why are you tweeting that? Why are you tweeting? If he misses, the racial abuse is going to be mad. No, I pray he scores because if not, these racists are coming. Like, bro, all of that stuff is just building. You're just building it up. Then the aftermath comes where people then start taking screenshots and all that type of rubbish. These are a bunch of bots sitting in their house, get no gal, do nothing, just sitting there trying to be trolls, bruv. Trying to be trolls. The same thing happens right now. I'm dissing Salah online. People are saying I'm a nerd. I'll slap you in your face if I ever saw you. But you wouldn't say that to my face, bruv. You know what I'm trying to say? So it's nerds behind a computer screen, bro. So you just got whatever.
Was nasty. I didn't like that. His PR did that.
Which one?
Oh, Elanga, you put your head up, boy.
Even that.
You're on the pitch with it. What's going on? How are you on the pitch tweeting this? I can't lie. If any footballer watches this, please have your PR teams understand what social currency is and understand what your target audience is. Because at the end of the day, yeah, the consumer sees through a lot of this shit, man.
Bro, they have completely, like, as much, it's hard because obviously you get two sides of things. There's incidents that's happened at United where it's mad. But when you look at with him, you can say, all right, cool, but he doesn't do anything. He stays in the good light. Rashford never gets in trouble, blah, 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 which is good. But at the same time, they don't know how much they're ruining his actual image. As much as they're building his image to the masses, I guess, and they're ruining his image as well, because at the same time now, as we said, everything politician-wise, people are trying to come to him now to talk about it. Anything PR-wise, people are ready for the jokes. Calling him. Do you know what everyone's doing right now? They're tweeting, Mohamed Salah, pick your head up, boy, or whatever it is. They're taking a piss out of Rashford because his PR team are just... It's like are you guys got no like sense?
Are they watching the response to what they're tweeting?
Are you watching exactly? Because now it's literally, bro, it's leaked to the stadium. I think it was Saeed is at the game, and people are saying like, you PR merchant and stuff to Rashford, one of their own. Like, bro, these guys need to just chill, fam. And I know, again, they haven't done anything wrong, but why?
Just
why
understand the social climate.
You're ruining it for him. Let him. He's not even on form.
Yeah, understand the social climate of what you're doing. It's like the whole United players thing when they're doing the apology letters. Right now, the fans don't want apologies. They want performances. Just
you're missing. He missed like 2 sitters, but then you're on the net tweeting, "Auntie Elanga, pick your head up immediately," or something. Whatever he said, don't you dare drop your head.
Like he's.
You know what I'm trying to say? So it's ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous, honestly. Like, that stuff is just bizarre to me, bro.
But it's weird. Champs, Senegal,
Boreham Wood,
Senegal,
Boreham Wood, definitely, man. You gotta give it to them.
Yeah, they tried.
Deckers, mate.
Yeah. That celebration,
Deckers, no heart.
That celebration, yeah.
No heart, no heart.
They said Michael Jackson. I said no, he was looking a bit more Dundee. You know when Dundee's dancing? I said okay.
No heart, fam. Football's not about it. Hey, listen, ruthlessness.
They tried though. They tried, but no. For me, I enjoyed this weekend of football. I mean, the Premier League game that happened was a duddery. That's a dud of the week as well. It was Watford Burnley 0-0. Relegation scrap 0-0 0-0.
I didn't even
Imagine
know
that.
They played.
Imagine that.
That's crazy. Nah, you know what, man? Like, but to be fair, the Prem, but I'm sure we'll speak about it next week. Bro, it might the title race. I think it's because Man City. I don't see them bottle it. But if you're looking at what Liverpool are doing, picking up, didn't drop any points without Salah and Mane. Now they're both coming back. Keita's back already. If they win their game in hand, 6 points behind. 6 points behind City, and they still got to play City. No, bro, the season's not as over as well. You think about City won 12 in a row. For Liverpool to only be 9 points off of a game in hand.
No, but City, Liverpool have had like a similar run.
It's crazy.
I just don't see City dropping.
I just can't imagine Pep bottling the title. It's something I ain't seen, but I guess records and stuff are there to be broken. But
I think the question for me is it's how the sort of the trophies are going to be spread out at the end of the season. Who's going to win what? I think that's the big question, because for me, FA Cup is always a big opportunity to win something. Like, you saw how the Leicester fans reacted to winning it when they... I
can't believe Liverpool haven't won it since the Gerrard final. That is mad.
It's an opportunity to do something, because they don't take the Cup seriously, innit? They just go Champions League and League, so...
Their fans are quietly talking about a quadruple, boy. Quietly. They're still in all competitions.
Hold tight the Chelsea man, them in Abu Dhabi as well. Go and do something.
Who?
There. Chelsea, we've gone Club World Cup, innit?
Oh, yeah. That's going to derail... I think it might derail your season.
You reckon?
Come back, you're going to be probably out the top 4, chasing the pack.
Listen,
pressure's on.
Score goals.
Then the Champions League is back.
Whoever we're playing, go and do something.
Who?
Lukaku has to
he's going to try and go for a stat pad session out there.
He has to
I hope they lock him up. Big man thing. I don't want to see them stats like Kane was doing with the Conference League, bro.
Kane's padded against Fuad's not here to talk about his boys, Ben 10 and Cully. He's getting very excited about that. Actually, I've got another dud. My dud is TalkSport, Glenn Hoddle. This whole attacking Dele Alli thing it's like they know Pogba's going, so Dele Alli's the new poster boy of attacking. They said that he jumped in the Bentley to go and sign when he was in one of those Mercedes sort of people carry on, you know, the little thing. They said that I can't believe he wore this on the pitch to unveil himself. It's like, what was he? What you want everyone to be wearing suit and everything? Like what is his dress sense got to do with him potentially performing for this club. I don't understand why people want to demonize footballers for nothing.
Like, I mean, it's not even only
People
that.
are trying to get on him and whatnot. Okay, he hasn't lived up to his potential. He's done a move where potentially his career could, get going again. He hasn't even kicked a ball yet. And you guys are trying to...
Already.
And
you know what's mad about it? It's not only... Everything you said is correct. But Glenn Hoddle, you're 64. You're 64 years old. You don't even know what fashion is, bro. You don't know. And I'm not out here saying that Delhi's drip was the maddest thing I've ever seen. But you can't go... This isn't for you, bro. It's a whole new age. It's a whole new life. Bro, I would love to have seen if he walked onto the pitch with fucking full Agbada.
I see what they said.
Just what if he walked in Nigerian native?
What they said?
What would they have said? What's he wearing? I wonder. It's not for you. Don't worry.
He's wearing kitchen towel.
Do you know what I'm trying to say? It's not for you. If he walked on wearing that, I don't care about that, man. You're 64 years old. Who cares what you have to say?
I hope he does well. If there's quickly before we go, out of the signings you saw and everything, which one are you kind of looking forward to seeing?
Diaz.
Looks like a player, innit?
I want to see what that guy's got cooking up. Got his assist today.
Yeah.
Well, cheap, easy assist in it, but let's see what happens. Let's see what happens.
Oh yeah,
big up
he's
Harvey
a champion,
as well.
so
Yeah,
he
big
came
up
back
Harvey,
on
man.
smoke. I think the transfer I want to see, I really want to see how this Ali one goes. Under Lampard, Everton. I want to see how it goes because, like we said, you can't just lose. You can't just fall away like that. There has to be something left in you. There has to be. So I want to see how that goes. Yeah, Lampard came back.
But yeah, man.
Ashley Cole as well. He's a coach now. He's not youth thing. So yeah. Fam, Rio's doing NFTs on that.
NFT hype, man.
Hey, listen, we're out, man. STTV, man's got
can't cheat the game. X Factor, you cannot
like,
cheat
share, subscribe. You know what to do. Follow the
eye
posters
test
as well. We're out.
Eye test.